To the city, to the city, to the city, to the city. Fucking around here, around here. Sup gonna be stinking, nigga. Stinking, nigga.
Keys to the city. Keys to the city. Yeah. Got my keys to the city.
All right. Welcome back, baby. We got another one tonight for you. I got my partner in the building. Got my nigga Mac in the building. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, we've been trying to tell y'all niggas, man. Big things come in little packages, man. We too short niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you short, welcome to the feed. But if you're not short, get the fuck out of here. Because you really might not understand what the fuck we talking about tonight. You might not be able to catch on to the rhythm of the night, right? So Mac, what up though? What's good? Salute, Mac.
Good.
Glad you able to take your time out and come up and fuck with the real ones, because you know how we had to let our nuts hang our whole entire life, our whole entire career. You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna do a little different tonight, because my nigga Mac, see, he's the wild one. He's like the real wild one that, you know what I'm saying, as he grew up, he calmed down. And he's such a real one that if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even be on this platform. You know what I'm saying? He don't fuck with all you other
That's
niggas.
the extra
He
big
fuck with
fact.
this nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So, Mac, just give them a little rundown of where you from, you know what I'm saying? And how niggas know you to be Mac Floss.
All right. Yo, I'm eating grapes, so I
Take
just
your
like that.
time. I'm your brother.
You know what I mean?
You home, nigga. We on the
I'm
platform.
originally,
Salute to the viewers that's in the building too.
I'm originally from Harlem, but you know I've been raised in other couple of boroughs. But my last stop was the Bronx. Came here when I was 11 to the projects, 170 on Washington, and then that's when the history was made. I already had history before that, but like that's when real challenges was made for me, like the challenges. Actually had other challenges, but like real challenges, like for being like short and for like running your mouth for being short, and situations like that, having a big mouth and how someone will really step to you for that, and because you're short too.
Right.
So there's. So just like that, like what particular do you want to know? Like
I want to know, because I know you was inside the pen and shit.
huh?
You did a little bit of time.
What you say?
You can hear me over there?
Yeah, I can hear you clear.
I said, I want you to let me know, or let the people know, how you got incarcerated. Like, how did that start? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, all right.
Because you short.
So all right. So like I used to, like, I had a little cousin, and my little cousin was like, he was like 2 years younger than me, and he was like a little badass nigga. Like, so he grew up like um hold on, let me just tell y'all something else. Like I grew up in the Bronx too, like around Gun Hill area, because my grandfather owned the house over there. Like we moved out of the projects in Johnson, they did into a house. So like it was like the first like almost black people to move out the projects to a house. Everybody thought they was rich. But my grandfather built that house from, so like I would always had a place to stay there. If anything happened to me, I always had that spot. You know what I mean? Not no more, but I'm saying like growing up. So growing up there, like my little cousin was there and shit. So I used to beat him up because he used to be fronting and shit, and he used to act like he was tough. So I had an older cousin that's my cousin Nika, and that's her nephew. So she used to hear us beating him up, and she used to not like it. And her mom's was like one of the first people in them buildings in Washington, on my block that I moved to.
Mm-hmm.
So when by the time I moved there, she told all of the tough niggas over there that to beat us up, because we used to beat up my little cousin, my own cousin, my flesh and blood cousin.
Right.
So we already was on point for niggas, like, you know what I mean. So she, if she told them that or not, when we went over there, it was already a challenge, because my brother is short too. He's only 1 inch taller than me, so he's short too. And even my oldest brother, he's only like 5'8", so he's not really tall either. But my brother, me and my brother next to me, we both like short. We're not even like tall. So like my first challenges was like I always like knew how to fight. I always like I've been through a lot, man, growing up, like in Harlem, and like I've been through a lot growing up. Like always had challenges being short, bro. Like, but just this is just a fast forward story. It's like it's other stories, but this is just a fast forward story. So yeah, like when I first got there, like since I know that niggas gonna be on me, whoever I thought was tough, I stepped to them. Whoever was my age, whoever thought they was tough, I stepped to them. And then, like we wrestled, we slap boxed, whatever it took, and I just came out victorious because these niggas ain't really know how to fight. They was fronting.
Right.
And me being short, like I always did like extra push-ups. I always did things extra because I know that someone big can crush me.
Right.
And so I always was like aware of that. So I always had like tactics of like of fighting and stuff because I've been through fighting all my life. So like a
Mm-hmm.
tall person is nothing. I barely like in my whole entire life I probably fought like a dude like my size like once, like my actual size, not even my weight, just like my size. Like I never fought a
Mm-hmm.
person actual my size, like short like me, my same weight. I never had a fight with an individual like that in my life.
Right.
So it's kind of different to me. You know what I mean? So
But how was it when you got locked up though? This is what the people want to know. What did you have
yeah,
to endure behind the G wall?
no, I got locked up that same year, my same first year moving there, dog. Like when I got there, when I got there, like me being short, like I just like was used to just beat up everybody, man. Like I used to slap box, win, and I used to round them up. What was like type decent, like I round them up, and like I formed a crew, and start selling drugs, start carrying guns, So like around that time when I first got locked up, I first got locked up from when I was in sixth grade in 148. Oh, seventh grade it would have been. It was seventh grade in 148. I got locked up for cutting like four people in the lunchroom with a plastic knife, like giving them a $1.50 with a plastic
Mm-hmm.
knife, and in a couple of assaults. That's like when my first time me going to school and the police coming in, locking me up, sending me to Spofford. I got out the next day that time. And then the following day, it came the following day, it was nothing. But like later on, I had got a assault, uh, got caught with a 38 and like two robberies. Like I had that like when I was 13 from school. Got locked up from school with those charges. Like from
Right.
seventh grade or something. Like 12 and a half or some shit, or 13 or something like that. So like that's my first time going to prison. So when I first went to Spofford, uh, like a medium sized dude is like a little dude to me. So like I don't really be worried. You got to be like really really giant for me to like do tactics on you to think about how to hurt you. When you like
Right.
tall or you like medium size, you like normal to me. So like when I first went to Spofford, yeah, I was very very short. So, like when I went to Spofford, they was telling me, yo, this is the drill here and all of this is the staff.
Yeah.
So, me being short, like they was just already, as soon as I got there, yo, sit the fuck down, little nigga. Like sit down, you gonna have it hard in here. I don't give a fuck about out there. You know what I mean? Like it was very real. Like they even try to slap you if you say shit, and they slap shit out you. Like slap
Right.
dog shit out you, slap their
Right.
mouth off. So, like my first experience there was very weird because when they told me to go in the store, the nigga told me to take my clothes off. So I like took my shit off. And then the nigga told me to take my drawers off. And I was like, hey, whoa, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Hey, dude, I got a Muslim name, bro. I can't be. He's like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's what we do here. I'm thinking it's like, I gotta fight this nigga. Like, hold on. I didn't think that like that was like procedure. Like, because going through Spofford, the staff is searching me. But I'm like, nah, this is not possible, bro. Like, oh hell no. Like that was already something. That was already almost a fight. Like right then and there. But the other people came and spoke to me like, yeah, I know you got a Muslim name or whatever, but this is what happens where everybody have to do it. Everybody else was scared already, did it. So,
Right.
but long story short, I never had to do that. They let me put my shit on. They didn't get to do that to me. So that's like the first time like I used my advantage of something. You know what I mean? So like like after that, like like it was just tough. Like me being short, me being Muslim and blood at the same time was very. Oh, what the fuck is this nigga crying for?
Yeah, you're gonna have to
My
break
first
down
time
to
in
the
there.
people
Oh,
about that experience.
yo, my first time in there though. When I was in there though, I was Muslim in blood, so like that was a
How
very
did that
hard.
work? How did that work? How did that work? Break that down. How did that work?
That was
How was
very
you able to throw it up and say salam alaikum at the same time?
um. It wasn't very. You see, like I was a very like known little dude. Like when I was young, I was like a known blood. And for the people that know me, that really know me, they know my name, so they already know I was Muslim. They already know they know my name, bro. They know I'm Muslim, bro. I know that, so I could be Muslim in blood, like to me. So like the
To
people
you.
that know I'm Muslim already, that was blood, they already respect my shit already. Just when I went in there, them people don't know that.
Right.
And you know, a lot of people go to jail and change to Muslim and stuff, and then that's a whole different thing too. So
Right,
you know,
right, right.
like that's like kind of like you know kind of different. But when I went there, like I really didn't have too much problems with that because like you know like I had a problem sometimes with the blood niggas because they would be like what side you would choose, and my choice is that I will choose the side that's right. But let me tell you something. Most of the time when I had to choose, the Muslims
Right,
was actually wrong. Believe it or not, the times that I had to choose, they was wrong.
right,
So like it's a it's a double edged sword. And another thing too, like I can't be really contested when it comes to me. A Muslim can't tell me I'm fake or I'm not Muslim because I know more than their father. So it's kind of very weird. Or anybody that's in the imam or that jail, they will never contest me or nothing. So like that's kind of different too. So like
right,
you know, people were scared of that too. Like you know, a
right,
Muslim can't say how you Muslim, bro. How you well, first of all, got a Muslim name, and I will G check you on a Muslim note. Like seriously. So like nobody will really like fuck with me on that. Like I really, but I know like I had friends that really had got cut and stuff for like doing for that because they wasn't built like that. You know what I mean,
yeah,
they couldn't be Muslim in blood. Like certain people can't. Everybody couldn't. Like you know,
right,
later on, as like blood started popping, like 10 years later, like some of the OGs started realizing that Muslim is a religion, and you don't work, and blood is a gang. Like you don't worship your gang. Like you
right,
know what I'm saying? Like they realized that, and
right,
it was actually kind of stupidity for the black man to ever think that that was a double jacking because a Christian could be a blood, a Jew could be a blood, but a Muslim can't be a blood. It didn't make any sense because they're all religions. It didn't make
right, right, right,
sense. So that
right,
was dumb in the first place anyway, to even think that that was double jacking. Now,
right,
while some people say that the Muslim and blood thing was a serious situation, is because that some people did double jack. Some people did only fuck with blood certain here, and then when shit from they want to be the Muslims. And certain
right,
people did get exiled from a certain place and go to the Muslims to get accepted, or vice versa. So like that happened too. But you know, majority, I probably was probably the only nigga in the state that could be Muslim in blood. Just to tell you that. Like, probably, I probably was the only nigga like around that time in the
right.
90s, 96, 97, 98, 99, all that. I probably was the only nigga to be Muslim blood. Me and my brothers. We probably was the only niggas that could be really Muslim in blood and really rock without getting cut, without none of that. Like without getting questioned. Like that's for real, for real, for real.
All right,
That's
check
really
this
know
out.
that really know Muslim shit. That really know shit. I mean,
Check this out.
yo,
In my last episode, right, I was touching a topic where I was talking about like us being short and always having to deal with like a female that may be a little taller than us slightly.
mhm,
And once you start arguing and getting into certain terms and certain situations with that female per se, she will try to, like fake sun us out, fake talk down to us, fake like, try to, what I mean? Like ruffle our feathers. You know what I'm saying? Those like the best words I could use. You know what I'm saying? As being short. Because I've endured a few times where, I had to deal with trying to be punked by my baby mothers or, just certain shit. Us as being short, we got to stand our ground in certain situations. And to me, what I was addressing last time was the fact that I be having my significant other, I feel, trying to G check me more than a nigga in the street. You follow what I'm
um,
saying? So I'm trying to figure out, did you ever get to endure that as you grew up in your life dealing with any female? It could have just been, some of them are easy to get along with for us, and some are just more too hot to handle, too cold to hold type shit. You ever
See,
experienced that?
it's kind of weird because there's some females that just don't like short niggas at all.
Right.
And it's
That's
some
coming
that
next. You coming. You're speeding ahead of me. Answer that question.
so
What did you get the experience?
it's like
The
yes, I
the
got
the,
the
the
experience
jigaboo.
before,
Yeah, just give me an
and
experience of how
I
a
didn't like
female
it,
thought.
and I didn't like it. I got out of that. I didn't like that
There
because
you
it's
go.
like
Right. That's a
they
good
know
answer.
like niggas respect you,
Right.
but you ain't gonna get that respect after a while. After it sink in,
Right.
like at the beginning, you're gonna get all that respect, but
Right.
at the
All of
end,
that
it's over for you.
is
And don't
over. You know
get.
what
Let
I'm
me
talking about?
tell
And
you
you got
something.
nigga gotta
Hold on.
go.
Let me tell you what's your worst mistake. Don't ever get your ass beat, slapped, a nigga disrespects you around that situation because you just a bitch ass nigga forever. If that
Forever.
happens, if that
Forever.
occur, you lose all respect and you're
All
short
of it.
too. It's over for you. It's a wrap. You can't. Your life is over. You might as well hang it up. You might as well move to another state. It's a Reynolds. Change your name to Saran.
Straight up. Straight up. And
Like you heard,
like so boom.
it's like
Let me
it's
ask you
like
something. Let
you
me ask you
know.
something. You ever got in a situation with a female and the bitch try to send her brothers at you?
A
You ever got one
fact.
of those?
That's that fact. It, it's crazy because yes, and I had to get it on too. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
nigga respected it. After a while because nigga ain't coming no more. He ain't playing no games no more. When that phone call come, he chilling.
Right.
Like yo, bro, just chill. So like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And nigga was tall.
Let me ask you something. As being short, were you the type of short brother that you was quick to go get that ratchet, or you was a thinker when
Mm.
it came to a situation? Like I'm talking about like 20 and under. 20 and under.
When I was 20 and under,
Yeah, like as being short.
okay,
Did you always feel like did you think it out or did you just shoot it out?
okay. Now you see me. I always had like an ego. See me growing up, like I won so many times. Like I have an ego. Like I'm a sore
Short
loser.
man
Like
complex.
yeah, well I could say
Napoleon complex.
no. I can't really say that, but some people say I do. But whatever.
Right, right, right.
But
But
yo,
you just called it your ego.
yeah, but I have a saying with me is I have a saying with me is I'm talking about. I ain't talking about when I was from 1 to 20, but I haven't really ever lost. So like if I ever lose or somebody knock me out or somebody what's going like that, I'm plugging them. Like it ain't no. It's too late for that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's over for that. But when I was younger, yeah, if you my size or something, or like I told you, middle size, I'll fight you. Even if you're a bigger size, I'll fight you if you swing on me. But I always look at things as the other side. Like if you 260 pounds want to fight a 142-pound guy, you deserve to get your ass shot. Like
Right.
period. On the street, you deserve to get shot. Nobody should have nobody should say, yo, why you had to shoot him? Like you should be a fool to watch that. That's not even in competition and championship wise. Someone 240 can fight someone 140. So that person would have the advantage regardless. So if that dude gets shot, it's on him. So you can't be mad at that small dude that shoot that big dude or stab that big dude that overweighs him. That because it's not fair. Now, if that person is your size, I agree. You should. If that person is your size, and he harms you, like sneak on you or beat you up or sneak you, yeah, you engage with a fight with him. But to me, someone my size, even when I was 20, Like someone's my size that didn't engage in a lot of fights like me, he don't get the deserve to get a fight. Like just because, like if I had 100 fights and you had one, just because you say yeah I want to fight you, Mac, that don't mean you get a fight. I think that's disrespectful to me. Like if I know you, if I know of you as fighting and beating people up, yeah, then you probably could get a fight. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not how it go. That's not how a gangster move. Just because a person want to fight you, you get to fight them. No, you get to spin off and possibility be 1 feet. You know when I say 1 feet on the ground, people can still walk on your face. You ain't getting no rest in peace.
Right. Nigga, they
But most likely, bro, it's all about like being short, bro. Like it is, being short on the streets is a double-edged sword because someone that's really tough and you short and you look harmless, they're gonna take you lightly, just almost 100% of the time. If they don't know of you and you short and you look like a
right,
puny nigga and they
right.
overweigh you twice, they gonna 100% 100%
Try
overestimate you.
you.
And then that's when not probably even try you, just underestimate you, period. It could be a bumping situation and he knock you on the floor. Just underestimate you, period. You pull out something and pop his ass. Now he your size. Once you hit a nigga in their knee, they basically your size. Like, I'm just saying. So everybody could be even at a time in height. But
Right.
what I'm saying is though, is like, and sometimes when you're small, you gotta watch out what you say. Like, Like I done got into fights like over 50 times just off of my mouth. Period. Like you can't be short sometimes, and a nigga that's half as tough, I don't want to hear no bullshit from no little nigga that never saw do something. And another thing too, when you short, like niggas don't want to hear what you saying or your stories. Like you might got some stories glorified by certain niggas that respect your shit, but a nigga that got half of the stories like you or did something, or that's half a gangster or shot something, he don't give a fuck about your short stories. He gotta see it. Like he don't care. Oh, this nigga short. I can't believe this nigga's 180. This nigga 145. This nigga 130. This nigga could have never did nothing. I don't believe that shit. This nigga's fronting. Like they will always underestimate a short nigga. But if a tall nigga or a brolic nigga was saying his story, they will automatically jump on his balls. You get what I'm saying? Like a short
Right.
nigga gotta show something. Like you get what I'm saying? Like he gotta show a little bit of what he talking about. Like you get what I'm saying? Like a short frail nigga could barely get away with running his mouth. Like somebody's gonna try him. Somebody's gonna try to whip his ass. He gotta show a short nigga cannot go through a week in prison talking shit without somebody whipping his ass. He gotta be about something. Period.
Right.
Like somebody gotta know him of beating niggas up, or he gotta have a bunch of respect or something like that. Other than that, they trying you. Somebody is gonna get wreck on you
Right.
for being short talking shit. Period. The
Right.
pussiest nigga too. Cause you short, they gonna get wreck on you. They don't believe your story. Even a half a gangster don't believe what you did. They don't care. Or the nigga that believe your story, they think they pussy, so they don't even give a fuck about your stories or what you did. Especially when you short. Just remember that. And the crazy thing is though, like I've been in prison mad times, and every single prison I ever been to, it always was a short nigga that ran it. And that's real talk. A nigga shorter than me. See, I'm 5'5". A nigga shorter than me will run it. So he had to earn his respect though. Let me tell y'all one time when I was in Green, right? I used to be in Green, right? And we used to have beef with the Crips, right? Like we used to have beef with the Crips because the Crips still wanted beef. Like when the jail had turned around, we didn't just pop on every Crip or cut any Crip and send them out of there. If they violated, then it happened. We didn't just do that when we took over because niggas is just Crip. Nah, niggas is black, man. Niggas, we got the same cause, but them Crip niggas don't understand that. But anyway, but it was a time in the jail when we took over, like on the side, right? And OG niggas used to be in S block because S block is when they come down like from their jail from doing something, they come to green S block and they can see the yard from green S block. And when I hear OG or whoever's down there, I would like send them tops and stuff. They don't know who it's coming from. They just know my name because I had it like that. Like yo, whoever's blood in there, send them whatever. Whoever needs something, basically whoever's black, whoever need anything, send it to them. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like basically set it out. So just regular niggas out there. Like I just made that rule to set the niggas out. So um so one time it was a blood OG nigga talking. He was like, "Yo, bro, how the fuck niggas is living with Crips and what's going? I want to speak to who running this shit in here and all that, right?" So people was telling me like, "Yo, Matt, come to yard. Some nigga on the what's going want to speak to you." I said, "Oh yeah, all right." So I just wanted to come outside one day, on my own time. This probably was a month later. I just did that to get him mad anyway. So I'm in the yard. So I'm like, "Yo, who is this that want to talk to Mac Mui?" He was like, "Yo, get out of here, man. You ain't Mac Moody, man. Bring Mac Moody to the gate." I start laughing. It's very funny. He wasn't expecting me to run two sides, the north and south side of a jail. He wasn't expecting a little dude like me to do that. He's like, "Man, get Mac Movie over here. I want to talk to you, little nigga." It was very funny. Like a Frank was sent after that. Like right after that word, a Frank was sent for that. Like a Frank was sent after that. Like that ass. Yeah.
That's a funny one.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was like it was like so like when that happened, I was like very weird. So I was like, "Yo, bro, don't you know them tops and stuff that you was getting? Like the big fool was setting you out there." So he tried to start drama. Like he was like, "Yo, why you saying you the OG? I heard you saying you the OG." I was like, "Yo, yeah." I think I was like 19 or something at that time. He was like, I was like, "Yeah, I'm the OG. I ain't never say I was the OG of non-Trey. I didn't say that. I just said I'm the OG here. I run this shit here. I don't give a fuck what OG it is. They come here, they gotta follow my rules, or you out of here. Fuck you mean? I'm the OG here. I started this shit. Y'all ain't dropping no helicopters. Y'all ain't dropping no helicopters to bloods or 1 and 3s and 1 flats was getting cut and their neck chopped off and sent to another jail and fucking face ain't the same, or for 1 to 3 and couldn't live in a prison. Y'all ain't helped them niggas. Y'all popped off for yourself and left. Y'all ain't helped them. So y'all niggas can eat a frank, nigga. And whoever come here gotta follow by my rules. I don't give a fuck what status, what rank you got, nigga. You my rank in here, nigga. I give you rank in here. So anywhere else you go, you go. I ain't say I was the big homie in non-trade. I didn't say that at that time. I said I'm the big fool in this jail. What you think? How you think of OG form? See, niggas be soft. They wait for another nigga to give them a status. Nigga, I make my status, nigga. I made this shit here like this. I'm the OG here, nigga. I don't need no nigga to hand me that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, fuck you mean, nigga? That's how that came about with the um me being back and forth on the wall and whatever. Niggas is talking shit, telling niggas eat a frank. You know how that shit go. Any OG. So I explained it like that. And they was mad because I was short. If I was a tall nigga, that worked out crazy every day and screamed out at them to the yard, they wouldn't have said nothing. You heard? They wouldn't have said anything. They'd have respected that.
Right.
You heard? They just respected that. They couldn't believe that this little nigga right here, he looked frail all the way from the gate talking this shit. But he made sure everybody over here ate though. You know what I mean? Right. He made sure all that. I ain't never even seen none of y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like real shit. Right. So like dudes can't, it's nothing they can talk about. Like, so like, and that's all for like being short, bro. Like, let me tell you something. You cannot be short and talk shit. You got to show performance. Somebody gonna try you, or it's just lit. Somebody gonna try you. Just period. You can't. Nobody respect short niggas. Nobody respect it. Like, just period. They're gonna try you. Period. Like, right. You can't. Especially in prison. It's just not gonna happen. You gotta, any nigga you see in prison that's short, that's still there, they put some work in. Like, they did something. Like, it's hard for, see, only a big nigga can stay in jail for 5 years without a fight. Or just mouth and live. That's real talk. A big nigga, a nigga about 5'10", that work out every day, could live all day in jail on stories or fake stories and never ever get into a fight. Could just front all day.
All day.
Even get status and start pressing missiles and never did a thing. While the short niggas putting it in. And this is really shit. Now the big niggas I used to hang out with when I was up north and stuff, they used to love me because they would never lay a hand on a short nigga. Like, that's disrespectful to a big nigga. A big nigga that know how to fight, that's a real nigga, would never lay a hand on a little light nigga. Like, that's disrespectful to him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I hear that from tough niggas that's tall and big. Like, that's why they always fuck with short niggas, because tall niggas that's tough know how it is to be. They know how hard it is to be a short dude to do something. You know what I mean? See, it's really no loss for a short nigga. Let me tell y'all a short nigga's a secret that y'all can respect. Like, if you're a short nigga, right, and you're about 140 or 150, and you fought a nigga like 250 or something, and you punched him once and he punched you twice, you won. You beat that nigga. You really won that fight. Because the nigga double sized you, and he's taller than you, and you're shorter. He's supposed to trash you. He's supposed to smooth you. So you won that fight. Like, let's go again and let's go again. See if you get jumped by 5 niggas or 2 niggas, and you still standing. It don't matter how many times they beat you or how many times they punch you and you still got some punches off. You won that jumping. You walked off. You short. You light. You made that. A big nigga would have stood there getting kicked with stomp with 2 feet. Big facts. So niggas gotta really respect themselves, man. Like everybody know. Listen, the hardest niggas cannot front. I don't give a fuck who watching this. The hardest nigga, bro. The hardest nigga know. When they go to prison, whoever the fuck went up north, no, it's always a short nigga that run it. I know back in our time they was running shit and everybody know it. Always a little short nigga. I ain't talking about no 5'8" nigga. I'm talking about a nigga 5'4", a little nigga, a little short nigga, bro. Real talk. A little
That
short
like
nigga.
button.
And
Hit
he
that
had to
like
earn
button
it.
if you know a short nigga that run shit.
Yeah,
If you
he
know a
got to earn
short
it. It's
nigga that
never
run
a
shit,
big
hit that
ass
like
nigga.
button.
You know what? And he got 10 big niggas with him that love the short nigga. They got mad love for him, nigga. That's gonna risk their life for him. The big niggas gonna risk their life for him because they know how hard it was for that little guy to get here. You know what I mean? Like they knew it. Like damn, that is amazing to them. Like believe it or not, it's amazing. It's really amazing to them. So like it's very hard, especially with law enforcement. When you short, the police will straight violate you and disrespect you. They try to cuff you in a heartbeat. They'll pull you out your car and violate you because you're short. A big nigga, they gonna ask you all the questions you need, nigga. Ask you all the questions. Ask you want some water, nigga.
That's a
So
fact.
it's like it's a double-edged sword because sometimes when you're a big nigga, like big versus big or big versus short, when you too big and threatening, ain't nobody gonna give you a chance to sleep on you. So they're gonna come at you for a throttle. When you a little short dude, sometimes you could get underestimated and you might have a shot to do you. You know what I mean? That's it. So it's like a double, nigga. Like,
Right. So
I
let me
have
ask
mad
you this.
niggas underestimate me like mad times,
This is what I
and
want to.
because
This is what I want to know. Since you grew up in the Bronx, being short, right? How that played out? Who underestimated you? Talk about it.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. If I had got,
Awesome.
I ain't really never had a problem, man. Like I was actually cool with it.
You
'Cause
know I'm live. I'll call you back.
once you adapt to that challenge of being short, like you love that advantage now. Like I mean, like you just like you love yourself again. Like you just like fuck it. I'd rather just be short. Fuck it. I'm short. Fuck it. I accept
Right.
it. At least I ain't short and ugly.
Right.
That's a double trouble.
You ain't never have
Genuine,
no girl.
genuine some shit.
You ain't never have no girl trouble being short. How that play out being short for you with the female?
Um,
How that play out? Let's get into that. What type of short nigga you is? How the females, gravitate towards you?
I've never had no problem, bro. I've been in life with that. Never, man. From a kid. Never ever, bro. That never really my problem. Like every nigga that's short, somebody that's tall is gonna be like, oh no,
I,
you're too
I
short.
this is what I want to ask you. Let's zone in then. Let's zone in. Let's do it like this. I feel as being short, you might always find the ones attracted to you that you're not attracted to. And the ones that you're attracted to, they not attracted to you. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree, but that's what like everyone know, even tall niggas. Everybody go through
That's
that.
why we got to talk about it because I only could talk about what I lived and what I experienced as being short. So can you. But if you got other theories, bring it to the table, baby.
I got other theories because it's probably like it's some people that only like mess with short people because they not threatening. They can't do nothing to them. So why not
I
just
ain't think of that one.
fuck
I
it?
ain't
What
think
the
of that
fuck
one.
can this nigga do? What can he do? Fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? But a nigga, someone that was being abused by a big nigga, probably just tired of it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But me, unfortunately, I never had that problem really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always good. You know what I mean? I was always cool. I ain't like, but it's people I know that had problem. Like, I know dudes that like I felt bad for him, man. I mean, it
You ever
happens,
seen it?
bro.
You ever seen something? You ever seen something foul being short, being done to somebody short, and you thought about jumping in, or you
Did I
just
think about jumping in or jumped in?
one or the other? What did you do?
Well, yeah, I seen one this time. One time, I remember this one time. This kid that I knew, I used to be taking his quarters too. He comes to the arcade. He was short too. He was a little shorter than me, but his mother used to always give him a lot of quarters and shit. So he's coming to the arcade. I used to have quarters, but I just want to take his quarters because I could do that. So I used to take his
Bully.
quarters too. Yeah, I used to take some quarters too, right? But he used to teach me how to. He used to try to. He teach me how to play the game, right? He teach me how to play the game. So I used to take his quarters shit. But one time I seen this kid that used to go to school with us. He was like kind of like I never got a chance to have a fight with him none, but the nigga was like a fake tough dude. So like I seen him like pinning my little man up. So I was like, yo, I had walked by, I see like a little pin up, but I wasn't paying no mind. I had double back and I looked, I was like, oh, that's my little man that be playing the game. And he was like, yo, let me get my quarter, nigga, you ain't beat me. So I walked down, I was like, yo, bro, yo, that's my little cousin, my nigga, like, what the fuck you doing? He's like, oh shit, my fault, man, my bad, that's your little cousin. Yo, my bad, like, oh, give my little cousin $3, my nigga, like, you violating, my nigga, like, what you doing? He gave him $3 and I told my little cousin every time we see him, get $1 from that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I learned his lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now he gotta give up them quarters. You feel me? Like
Right.
that's how I go, bro. Like, every load, every short dude, every short dude that been to school, that ever been to school, elementary, anywhere. If you ain't a short wild dude, you being bullied. You getting bullied. It ain't no you being. You're getting bullied. It's 100%. That's like taking a math test. You're gonna for sure take a math test. You're 100% getting bullied. I don't give a fuck who you are, where you are. You short. You ain't about nothing. You're getting bullied in class, everywhere.
It's the
Teachers,
side
everywhere.
hustle church.
Hmm? You know, like everywhere is bullying you when you short. Like I said, see, let me tell the most dangerous thing about short niggas while they die. A lot of short niggas that talk shit, like I told you, they get contested a lot. If you talk a lot of shit and you short, like you could die fast. Like that's a very fast way of dying. Like I'm telling everybody, if you ain't about that life and you short, like, and you think, let me tell you something. First of all, guys, if you a short dude and you weigh like 140, like, and you want to fight a nigga like 200 pounds, you're not gonna beat him in a fist fight straight up, unless you really, really know how to fight, and that nigga really, really can't fight. Because you gotta understand, like, if he punches you in your face with that weight, even twice without you blocking, he's knocking you out. It ain't none of that. I got a tough jaw. It's just chemistry and physics. You're going to knock the fuck out. It's just that because he got more heavy. He's just more heavy than you. It's just common sense. If you ain't got a blocking game or a weave game, you're not beating that dude. So don't think you're going to do that. Now imagine if it's three of them. You lucky to get some swings in and get up out of there. Y'all know what else to do. Y'all know the other result to make it even. You know. But what I mean is like, so don't think you could do that. Like that can't really happen. Don't watch TV and think that can happen. Like if you ain't a person that been fighting people like that all your life, you go to school, you getting bullied. You go to jail, you getting herbs. Anywhere you go, you're getting. You go to try to buy some clothes, they double charging you. Anywhere you go, they dubbing you. Like dead ass. Go to a car dealership, they're getting you. Like anywhere you go, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that's very, very real, bro. Like the short niggas really got like a like no like let me tell you something. It was a difference between short women and short guys who go through the most problems 100% differential. Like the woman will only go through that problem like 1%,
Right.
maybe 1% of them. And you know, a percent of them the short male will be 99.8%. It would be 99.8% that a short nigga will go through bullying. A nigga going to beat them up for running their mouth. Let me tell you something. Running your mouth as a short nigga is going to get you hurt. That's 100% sure. You going to die. That's 100% going to die. Be a short nigga and go to somebody plus talking shit. Nigga gonna test you fast. You could be a big nigga. You could be a big brolic nigga and talk all the shit you want. Nigga might not try you. And you got to mush your nigga or something when you a big nigga. The nigga to try you. You a short nigga talking? Get this nigga out of here, nigga. Fuck is this nigga? You crazy? Know how many niggas I punch? This how they think. You know how many niggas I punch bigger than this nigga? I will knock this nigga head off. That's all. That's all they think. That's it. I'm gonna knock your head off. So
Bruh.
yo, it's really hard to be short, bro, out here in the streets, man.
You know, all right, check this out. When I be getting into altercations, right? Let me tell you what I learned to stop doing. When you short and you having an altercation in traffic, I don't give a fuck what you driving. Don't be jumping out the car like, what's up?
Oh wow.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? Because
you can end up like a deer, road rage. You
yeah,
can end up like roadkill.
Yeah, bro. So us short niggas, we know to mind our neck, stay in our lane. We not jumping out flexing. Even if we got the ratchet on us, we not jumping out. What she said?
It depends.
Said?
Some short niggas.
Mr. Side Hustle said, you already lost the fight if you jump out. That's a whole fact. I'm not getting out, going through none of that bullshit, nigga. Please kick my door or something like that, so I could just report this shit to insurance and get a check and go on vacation.
Yeah, but if you was a big nigga, the nigga probably wouldn't have said nothing though.
That's where I'm getting at, because it was times, you know, that I be having my cousins with me or whatever. These niggas is younger than me, but you know, they 6'1", 5'11", and all that. As soon as they get out, a nigga be like, okay, you feel what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit that kind of had me bugging, because people really are intimidated.
Yo, being short is like a book. You gotta learn how to be short.
You know what I'm saying?
Being short is like a book. You gotta learn how to be short to maintain. You gotta learn.
Facts.
Like,
facts. There you go.
If y'all niggas might be thinking I'm lying. Y'all look at the statistic of niggas in New York that die. Most of them niggas under 5'5", boy. They short that die. The short niggas be dying out here. Believe it or not, it ain't big niggas, they short niggas. Do some statistics and see they height.
I ain't think about it like that. And because it's the frail, short, skinny niggas that be
always
basically letting their nuts hang the most.
And die first. That's right.
But they not really doing it right, because like they overdo it. You know what I'm saying, bro?
No, just check out.
They don't take their victories and chill for a minute.
Like short niggas is different. Like, like I said, it's very dangerous, man, being short, man. Like, you could die fast if you're short and you got a big mouth. If you can't back that mouth up, you got a problem. If niggas don't respect your mouth, you got a problem. Like, it's the possibility you're gonna be dead and niggas will shut your that mouth legacy down.
That's a whole.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's really real. That's why a lot of short niggas you see, it's kind of mellow. Like 60% of short niggas are mellow because they either learned their lessons from talking shit, probably somebody knocked their jaw off or really beat them up bad, or they suckers and they don't talk as much, or you don't, like I said, you will barely see a flamboyant short nigga because them niggas are all dead or niggas don't respect them. You get what I'm saying? Like for real, like you barely see it. It's rare now. Now it's rare. Now you don't see it in the streets in New York streets. Like you don't see like a real short nigga like, nah. It's pretty rare. You're gonna be dying. Niggas test them short niggas fast. Hold up, niggas hard to be short, bro.
Being short definitely is like a motherfucking a manuscript, and you gotta learn that bitch, and you better learn it fast, boy. Got that shit right.
You gotta follow a program, and a lot of short niggas is followers too. Like a lot of short niggas, they be scared of big niggas. Like they look at a big nigga hands like pause. Like when I was in prison, like niggas used to be mad big. So I'm like, damn, this nigga hand is wild big. If he punched me, this nigga might knock my lights out. Oh, I can't let him get next to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I always set myself up for altercation. Like, this big nigga can't get next to me by any means. Like, because he will crush me. Like, a short nigga gotta know that. Don't get hit and crushed first to realize that. It's ways that not to get hit and crushed first and still be alive to know that. Don't get hit and crushed first to understand that. So that's how a short nigga could react, like, to a big person. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know? Like, because that person could really crush you. Like, for real, bro. So
I
like,
feel you. So let me ask you something. You feel like you had to like move with chess moves being short, or you moved with checker moves? Which one helped you more being short? Checker moves or chess moves?
you see, um, let's talk about that saying chess moves though, bro. Because I don't look at my moves in life as chess. Because
Yeah, how do you look at your moves?
I don't look at my moves like chess because, first of all, in a game of chess, my opponent is not seeing my every move. Like, that's number one. And number two, like, I know it depends if I was like a chess master, but there's no passion in my moves when I move my pawn to die or move. It will be passion if I move a soldier to do it here die. So, like, it's kind of different than that. And another thing, too, is that, you're not, you're not seeing what's really going on. Like you're not seeing what I'm doing, and I'm not seeing what you're doing, and every individual person on that board is not going to do exactly what you say in real life. It's not going to move on your command in real life, especially not your queen, and especially not nothing else. So you really have to understand that when they say that, yo, life is like chess, life is nothing like chess. If it was, then you're dead because they saw your every move. Y'all, both of y'all moves, you could never see a real nigga opponent and his whole crew moves face to face. So like y'all gotta get that out of there with that chess. Life is like chess
New
shit
update, y'all.
because
New
y'all
update.
both visit. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about like that saying. I ain't talking about you, awesome man. I'm just talking about the saying
No,
as we
that's what I'm
talk.
saying.
I
You
even
breaking
say
down a
it.
new update, and a lot of niggas need to
Yeah.
think about what you're saying. You
They
feel
need to
me?
think about what I'm saying as far as chess go. Even master chess players, like I always thought about this because I even used to say it, and I stopped saying it because as me playing chess, I don't play chess a lot, but I know how to play chess real good. But I'm just thinking about like, yo, damn, like there's no passion when I move my pawn and just die. You think if one of my mans go bank for me and die, it's gonna be passion in that. Like you understand? Think I'm gonna let the nigga see my next move again? Like I'm gonna let him see me move again though after one of my mans died? Like you got to think about chess in real life. Like we both visualizing our moves. That's not happening in life, bro. That's not get that out your head. You ain't gonna know your opponent move every time. Don't think that you're gonna be dead. Like so, just remember, man, that whole visual of us both looking at that board, looking at our opponent's move. That's not a fact. Like, you will know in certain situations, you might know what somebody next move is a little bit. Like, but that's just regular life. That ain't got nothing to do with chess. So like just think about it, man. When you think about that, man, like you be like, oh shit, I think I'm gonna stop saying that. Like that make me look like I'm vulnerable. You feel me?
Let me ask you
So
something.
like, yeah.
How that shit turn out for you when it come to like driving these farmings and all that? Because I know you just had an X3 and all that. Like, how that turn out for you? Like for instance, like when we drive in a car, right? We don't know how big or how small someone else is. So do you get on some bullying shit on the road, or do you just drive accordingly?
It depends because like I don't nobody like to drive for two people. If you already got to drive for your own alert, why do you got to drive for somebody else in their own vehicle? Like so basically, who want to be extra alert than the regular alert you have to be driving, right? Like who the fuck got to be alert from the lady next door or the stupid African nigga doing some shit next side of you? Like you got to drive for them now. Now it's a double shit. Now, if you got somebody in your car or kids in your car, so you got to watch out for them too. So that's just more shit. So yeah, you enraged. It's lit. It's lit when somebody do some stupid shit. You ready to fuck somebody up, right? Like, it's just like I'm saying. You got to drive for, nigga, when you took the driver test, with that nigga there? No.
Right.
Fuck, I got to
Hold on
watch
one
out for
second.
you
Hold on one
driving.
second. Everybody watching this feed, if you short, share this shit to somebody that's short so they could tap in. So we could, you know what I mean, see how they live life and they trials and they tribulations, right? Hit that sub button. Salute to all the new followers on the Map Media. Hold on one second. Let me bust them in. Yeah, we got Mac in the building. I'm talking about salute. And we just chopping y'all niggas down slowly. You know what I mean? We got a lot of stories. We got a lot of shit to talk
Hey, yo,
about.
Hustle. You see how when we be together, Hustle, sometimes in a van or whatever we at, like nobody play with us because we short. Because we know how to be short already. We know how to be short already, bro. Like,
Facts.
we know how to be short. Like, you gotta learn how to be short. A lot of niggas learn. Like, a lot of niggas ain't learning. You can just die. Like, you'll learn your next life. You know what I mean? It's just how it happens, bro. Like, even when a tall nigga died, he ain't learn how to be tall, so he died.
Right.
You get what I'm playing out?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Definitely. I was talking to my daughters today. I'm trying to let them know, like, yo, listen, y'all don't understand, like, but y'all understand the fact of what I had to go through raising y'all and still, you know, be out there repping. You know what I'm talking about? Because short niggas, we know to put it in early so we can smooth it out later on. You know what I mean? Because no short nigga want to be scrapping, fucking up his fly designer shit. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, you know what I mean? We know how to diffuse shit. We know how to be short. We know how to use this mouth to get in the shit. And we done mastered this mouth how to use it to get out of shit. You know what I'm saying? That be the difference. You know what I mean? So this is why at this point, with all the chopping up and shit that we did, that's why I say, you know what I'm saying, I had to just create this podcast, because this shit like a therapy. This shit like where we able to give back, you know what I'm saying? Because something plus something plus something, that shit equals something. You know what I mean? We got lives too, you know what I mean? We be busy, we be doing our own thing. So, you know what I mean? Salute for coming up, you know what I'm talking about? Taking the time out your schedule to shed a little bit of more light from your perspective on being short. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, my nigga. You know what I mean? We chilling, we smoking.
No.
Everything is good. You feel me? We
Yo,
took
being
losses.
short
You
is
know what I'm
crazy,
talking about?
bro.
Let me ask you something. How did you handle that?
What?
Being short, taking the losses you took. Was you able to forgive and forget?
I thought,
do you live with regret?
It's losses that I took just for being short. Like, it's fucked up that I was just short, that I couldn't budge because I just was short. Like, I feel that was the reason.
Salute for saying that. Because you know some niggas
Well,
be wanting their checklist to be flossy.
Like being short is a fucked up word, because if everybody think about that short, when you mention short, it's not good. Anything short is not really good. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want you to short me on my change.
But
I don't
a
want
short jail sentence is good.
Yeah, a short jail sentence. Well, yo, guess what? That probably be
a
the
short
only
recovery
thing.
time after.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about if we putting it like as in like we don't want no shorts. We don't want no like. You know what I mean? But yeah, a short jail sentence.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's like a narrative where, you know, everything long is more.
Yeah, like everything long.
The long version. You know
but you
did
make a point.
Version.
You did make a point when, because I did say this at a point when I was in prison. Yeah, I'm short. So like I was happy to say that. You know what I'm saying?
If you think about it though, right? It makes sense, because the fact the way when you be grooving, right? They don't see you coming, right? They don't see you coming. That's why I was just looking at your last post on Instagram, and you was just coming out of Fandango or whatever the fuck you was coming out of, Zumba or whatever you. Because this nigga's a gambler, y'all. Let's get into it. This little bastard right here is a fucking gambler, and he's a scrambler. All right. So now we gonna get into a little bit more Mac Floss. You know what I'm saying? We gonna crack through the barrier now. Y'all know who he is now. I see mass people in the room, in and out. Couple people left some comments. Salute, right?
Softest nigga in America.
This
right?
nigga Mac Floss be gambling, bro. Can you tell us how you do it with your game? Not how you do it, because I don't want you to give your formula away, right? I just want you to talk about that last post where you was at, and because you was talking about 30 minutes.
I'm a cocky ass nigga. I'm a cocky ass nigga because I use my mind to make my money. Like, I don't gotta scramble on the corner. I don't gotta do that. That's lame shit. Like, I don't gotta do all that. That shit hurt families. I ain't gotta do that. I just use my own mind. So when I go to FanDuel, I just bet on games, you know what I mean? Put my game on, try to win, man. Try to crack them, bro. Try to go to the top. If I succeed, I go to the top. If I don't, I try again. That's all, man. I don't really like that word try, because the attempt is a fail, but, you know, do it over again.
Right. Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that be crazy though. You know what I mean? Cause you always seem to. I used to think that you was just lucky. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in luck. So
Nah,
you
it's
doing
not.
something right. I don't know what formula you using. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know that shit be working.
That shit is not really luck. It's just like, it's not like lottery, man. Anybody could pick a game that think they're gonna win and win, man. But I just been doing this shit, man. Like I do this shit for a living, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Try to win. That's it,
You
bro.
already know you're about to get in that elevator. So look, I'm gonna stay on the phone. Let me end this show. It was a fucking pleasure having my boy up here. You know what I'm saying?
I wanna go back on.
All right, just hold on for a second. Don't hang up. Just stay right there. Hustle, man. Know what I mean? Mac Floors. Follow us. Fuck
Yo,
with
I
us.
gotta get my bud, bro. You know I gotta smoke weed.
You already know. Hold that line real quick. Stay right there, Mac. Don't go nowhere.